So, I have been avoiding this for over a year, and I wanted to finally come out with it about, I don't know, the dreams I have, and I think I'm discovering that I think that the devil is attacking these dreams and ideas and really trying to smother what might be happening or what might happen. And so today, as my youngest, right now, Riker was napping on me, I was watching some YouTube videos, and one of them was Roots and Refuge, and she was doing her little garden talking and sharing some golden stuff about their life and what they are doing now and their move and the struggles that they have with bad comments, mean people. I mean, when you are sharing your life with people, a mass amount of people, they have 400,000 subscribers right now. You are exposing yourself to all types of criticism and judgment, and that terrifies me. But little, not backstory, but how things are going. Last year we started taking over our land that was overgrown and still is, but we were working on it, and I just had this desire and thought that we should share this progress. We should share how we're growing. We should share how we're learning. But I was scared, and so I'm like, okay, God, if you want us to do this, you will bring someone into our lives that will say, hey, you should video what you're doing. I feel like I've said these type of things in prayers all the time. Okay, God, like, I hear your desire, or I feel this calling, but if you do this, then that will give me proof of knowing if I should or not. And so I didn't think anything of it, because I always do this. And then a week or so later, it didn't seem like very long, some of our friends were checking out our yard, seeing what we've done, saying how great it looked. Our yard was a mess, and of course we didn't get any pictures of our true before and afters of what we have done, but we did a lot the first spring. We were both on furlough and whatnot, but they said, we were talking and we thought it would be so cool if you guys did videos or something like that. And I was like, okay, yeah. Of course they're gonna say that, when I'm like, okay, God, if you do this, then I'll do it. And they said it, and I did nothing. I am so scared. I'm so scared of judgment. I'm so scared of criticism. I'm so scared of failing. I'm so scared of the work. I'm so scared of what this might mean for our kids. I'm so scared of being stripped down by people and having them evaluate every single part of my life, everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm teaching, everything how I'm parenting, just everything, and that is terrifying. But I also have a desire to share this dream. I also have a dream of what I want our garden to look like. I want to see the process and progress for myself through videos. One thing that occurred to me today is I've always had this dream of writing a book, and it's kind of funny because I also struggle with dyslexia, and I haven't ever been able to read well. and write well. I cannot spell hardly at all. And so the dream of writing a book, I wrote it in a Bible that I gave away years and years and years ago, but I still remember. I feel a calling to write a book. And I thought today, YouTube or videos or whatever this turns out to be, I'll be speaking. I could speak well. I might not have great words. I might be gibbermouth. I might be circular talking. I might never get to the point that I intended to, but I can speak fine. And so I'm not sure what my original point was, but that occurred to me today, that this might be a way to achieve, accomplish, succeed, whatever you want to call it, this dream of writing a book through videos. And something I also desire is to be genuine, is to show real life, to not be anxious about having the house clean or having a perfect garden or whatnot. That's, I feel like, more pressure when you have an urban homestead, whatever you want to call what we're doing here. It's very seen off the street. I mean, our front door to our street is 10 yards. We have a corner lot, so our front yard and side yard are exposed to everyone. And so there's that need to feel like things are tidy, but I'm sure any homesteader or farmer would tell you that things just get left around. Things are messy. Projects are left out in the rain, even though you try to avoid it, but it just happens. And so trying to be okay with that. If we're videoing inside the house, I don't want to feel the need to clean, to be organized, even though I try. That just helps my stress level, but I don't want to try to be something that I'm not. And so I've been just feeling this burning desire to share, express, and open up about what we desire to accomplish. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. So the big dream, I first have a verse that once I sat down to get a minute to myself, this verse came to mind, and I'm not exactly sure how it's going to play out. In a way, I mean, I'll hold on a second. So, it's 1 Corinthians 13:1. If I speak in the tongue of men or of angels, but I do not have love, I am a resounding gong and a clanging cymbal. And that is my fear. Is to not be a clanging cymbal. I want whatever we say and do for people to be drawn in and see our love, see our compassion, and see our empathy. And it's kind of funny because, hold on, my husband was just talking through the baby monitor. I'm in my son's bedroom / laundry room, because this is our third room and it's the laundry room. Anyways, so with this verse, I think it's funny because I also am so quick to judge others, and I know that's wrong, and I know I know it's from my own lack of confidence or not feeling like I am good enough that I'm judging these people. And so I want people to not judge us. And I want people to know that we're coming out of love and that we are working on the issues that we have, our insecurities, or whatever. We're a work in progress. And so, yeah. So, our dream is to have a little urban homestead. We hope to gain some more land that is by us. It's just 0.1 acre, 0.01, I don't know. A really small little sliver for us to cultivate, to grow food, to eat healthy, to live a healthy life, to be more sustainable, and to also help our neighbors. We currently live in what we just found out is a food desert. There's a bunch of apartment complexes down the street from us, tons of ethnicity, which is what drew us to this neighborhood. So we just hope to build community through our garden, and use that as a conversation piece, a draw-in piece, whatnot. The long-term plan is that if we get enough produce to do a food stand, and for that to eventually turn into a farmer's market down our street. We have this street, so we are at the end of the street, but the end, there's a cross street that there's no houses on. It's a wall that goes to a highway. And so you'll see that in our little garden tour video, that there's that nice red highway and that our area is pretty noisy because of it, but we are going to utilize what God gave us here, and sometime eventually we'll have a story about how we ended up getting this land in our house, and kind of how God worked through that, and also more struggles and growth and whatnot. But that is kind of where I'm at now. God's pushing me to leap with this, and so I'm gonna jump. And kind of funny because right now I'm off social media and everything, and I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. Great. Funny how that works, but we'll see where it turns out. Bye.